Hi friends. So today I want to share with you old prophecy, and also I want to share with you a new prophecy that God gave to his people. And I will also share three categories of people, one of them that will be safe for sure wherever you are. And in the end, I will share my dream about a biblical holidays, and of course, I'll talk about some future videos that I'll be making in the end. So stay tuned and let's jump in. First of all, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers that came to my channel from my husband's channel. Basically, my channel is more towards American people here in America. I discuss things that I see, things that I hear, to prepare for the future. A lot of things I do talk about prophecies a lot, about things that God shows us, how he prepares us, and it's just in my heart to share it with everyone who listens to God, everyone who loves God. God will tell you what to do. I believe in that 100%. So first of all, I want to talk about three categories of people who has been in my heart. The first category of people, whoever sees a dream or a vision or a prophecy and they are confused about it, they're not sure what to do. The first category of people would just kind of ignore the dream and say, it's not from God, it's just from my imagination. That was number one. The second category of people, when they hear a dream or see a dream or they hear a prophecy, and they do not really understand, they kind of look, maybe not, let me just not think about it. The third category of people who I believe will be safe no matter where they are people who hear a dream or see a dream, they hear a prophecy, they listen to God, they ask God questions, they ask God, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Are you trying to warn me? Is this a dream for me to do something from you? Are you trying to tell me something? When they're confused, they don't hide, and they don't just hide a dream and say it's not from God. They would ask God questions. They want confirmation from God. So I believe that's a category of people who, seeing a dream or hearing a prophecy, they would continue to see God. They will be safe no matter where they are. No matter where you live in the world, if you listen to God and seek his face, God will protect you. Let's jump into the prophecies that I want to share with you. So basically, in those categories of people, which one are you? Will you be the one who ignores everything, who says it's not from God? Or will you be the one who actually listens and asks God questions? Because God will answer. Okay. So the first prophecy is from a lady who used to live in Ukraine, but God told her move to Poland. Or he hasn't said actually where she has to move, but she moved to Poland because he said he warned her that in Ukraine there'll be war. So she moved away. Now she's in Poland and she's having a prophecy. So I will read it to you. I'm not going to interpret all of it, just some important items that I found interesting and I wanted to share with my American friends, just in case you have heard something similar, or maybe you haven't heard anything like this. Maybe it will be a good place to start seeking the Lord to find out if this is coming to America. Okay. Hear my daughter, write this down and give it to my people. People who are wise, who will hear me, they will hear me with their hearts and they will listen. There are two spirits that have came out to destroy, a spirit of war and a spirit of famine. The spirit of war is now in Ukraine, but it will go through many countries and will walk to the whole earth and will come back to the country from which it came. Here I stop and just want to mention, a lot of people say, where from the war have started? Where? And many people would say it started in Russia and it will go back to Russia. Possibly that's true, but in real life, if you listen to your spirit, where did it all start? Where? And that's a big question. I'm not sure where, but it will come back there again. And then there will be evil plots and people will die. In every country, there will be cities of refuge where people can hide, where people will not die. They will seek me there, and I will keep them safe. So cities of refuge will be in every city. It's a good thing. Not in every city, I'm sorry. In every country, there will be a city of refuge. So wherever you live, and if the war comes to your country, if you see God, you will know where to go. You will know there are some cities of refuge for His people. A lot of people are very busy with their everyday lives. They live very fruitless lives. They do not see God. They do not pray. But people who do see God, I will save you and keep you safe. I will feed you when famine comes. Because after the spirit of war, there will be a spirit of famine. A lot of people will die from war, but even more will die from the spirit of famine. Do prepare, my people, prepare. Have water and bread. Have food and water. Prepare, my children, because a time will come and you will feed not only yourselves, you will also feed the ones who will come to you, those who are thirsty and hungry. And I will increase your supply. I will multiply it, so you may feed many. Be very smart and wise, because the time of plenty is almost over. And people will start looking for food, but they will not find it. The fire of God is coming to show who is truly His people. There will be great weeping, and a great destruction is coming. Because many have thought that they were Christians, and they thought they were all doing good, but I'm a God who is jealous. If you have not fully committed to me, you will know, because my fire will come and it will show who are truly seeking my face. So check your path, check your heart, look through your house and clothes, and I will show you what you have to get rid of. Things from this world. Some things are from the evil one. Time to seek me, time to come and seek the Lord. Amen. So that was given to a lady in Poland, and she wanted to share with everyone because the spirit of war and famine is coming to every country, almost every country. And I remember there was prophecies that America will have the same. There will be famine here, and there will be sorrow. There will be great destruction. The next prophecy is an old prophecy. I wanted to read it as well to share with you. It is from Chuck Youngbrandt. He's a prophet and who had visions from the Lord. and about the America and destruction of it. I'm not really sure how old it is, but all I know it was written in 2014. 2014. Okay, so he had visions. He had a vision that a city of Chicago will have a massive earthquake and will be destroyed. A fault line from Chicago to St. Louis will divide, and one side will drop 20 feet. He saw Lake Michigan will tsunami 15 stories high and destroy Chicago. The Great Lakes will crash through the Mississippi River and reach the Gulf of Mexico. He also saw U.S. military will not have enough supplies. He saw U.S. military shooting people who were riding on the streets. Farmers will not have what they need to grow food. People will wait in long lines to get a small amount of food. So you see, it's the same as this lady was saying. Same concept. And then the light of righteousness will diminish and darkness will pervade in the land. The land of America will be dead and people will get out of cities and go to safe zones. So something must happen that people will be scared to live in the city. The weather will go out of control and go along with economic collapse. After the big earthquake of Chicago, Midwest, within 37 days, Russia and China, its allies, will attack America with nuclear weapons while America is at its weakest. I remember I had a dream that there was war with China, but he also mentions Russia, so I'm not sure. China and Japan will attack Russia during the invasion. So here he's saying that America will be attacked by Russia and China, and then he says that China will afterwards attack Russia. So I'm not sure how or when, but that's what he saw in his vision. He saw nuclear attacks on Florida will sink it into the sea slowly. He said China will come and kill men and women and children with no mercy. The churches in disobedience to God will die, leaving a small remnant. And a very large hurricane will happen in September in the Gulf. Also, the last one he saw was a large star burning like a small sun will come and hit the earth across America. So as you see, his name is Chuck Youngbrandt. He has seen a lot of visions about America and what can happen to America. That there's war coming, that there's going to be famine, people will stand in long lines, they won't have enough to eat. So a lot of things are similar to what other people see. And you know me, I always I listen to a prophecy and then I seek to see if something similar is, if I can find something similar or something to confirm it from a different source. That's how you know it's from God. When there's a few confirmation and God says the same thing over and over, then you know it is from God. Because God always repeats his prophecies. He always, if he warns someone, he warns a lot of people in the same area. And a word I wanted to share with you, I'll show you. Okay. So basically, Hosea 4, chapter 4, verse 6, it says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. That's really scary. I was looking into it and I was wondering, what is the law? What does he say about his law? And in Hebrew, the word means, it means teaching, direction, guidance, and instruction. So basically, it talks about if you have, God will forget your children if you forgot the instruction of God, if you forgot the guidance of God, direction of God. If you have forgotten that, then God will forget your children. And that's really, really scary word to me. I want to make sure my children are safe, make sure they are kept in a good position, that they are Christian, that they love God. And to have them do that, I need to make sure I'm in the right path, make sure I am not forgetting God's instruction. So basically, I wanted to share, also I wanted to share my dream about biblical holidays. I am from a Christian family. I grew up in a Christian family. My parents, my grandparents were Christian. Have known Jesus since I was a child. And when I got married to a Christian man, we were going to church, and a small group of people they were going to church, and they were also celebrating biblical holidays. And at that time, we had no clue what it means, and we were like, oh, this is not, Christians shouldn't be celebrating those holidays. It's in the Old Testament. We shouldn't be doing that. But then we're like, well, let's see what God says. So we started praying about it, and we said, God, if you still think we should celebrate those biblical holidays that says in the Bible, let us know, because we want to be obedient to your word. And I'm not sure how long time has passed, but one night I had a dream. I saw a huge calendar on the ground. Like, I was looking from the top, and I could see on the ground there was a huge calendar with different dates and different months and stuff. And on some dates, I could see it said holiday, like Christmas or Thanksgiving or whichever holiday, it's all set on the calendar. Then I saw angels came. They were like very tall, male, female, I'm not sure, but had long hair, and they had long robes, and they were light. They were like very, like almost like a light. And they came, and they stood on each date that had a holiday on it. And when they stood on those dates, suddenly I could see a golden, alive river. It started to flow down the calendar, and it was golden, and I could see it was alive. It wasn't like a river. It was a very, I don't know how to explain it to you, but I knew it was alive. And when I saw the river went down only those holidays that were biblical, and everything else, the angels who were standing there, when they saw that the river of life did not flow through them, they just walked away. And to me, it was, in my dream, I was amazed that God showed us that a river of life flows down the holidays, the biblical holidays. And that's when we realized God has something more for us, and we started celebrating them. Each holiday has a spiritual meaning into our lives right now. And as we started learning about them, it just opened the whole big world to us. So this is why when I say, I said, like, my last video, I said, oh, this may happen on a Jewish holiday, but yeah, I didn't say it properly. I should have said biblical holidays, God's holiday, because God is the one who have put it in his Bible that it is His holiday forever and ever. So thank you, for good friend, for reminding me. Um, so basically, that's what it's going to happen. And as um, one prophecy was that it may happen during the biblical holiday, during Yom Kippur, which is the holiday of a biblical holiday of wrath. Like God will come to punish people, and He did it all the time. Now, through Jesus Christ, it's a little more different holiday. It is more on a spiritual level. Like Jesus have died for us, He took our sins, but on a spiritual level, it's still God's holiday, and it's still judgment of God happens on this day. I do have a video about it. If you want to look at it, it's down below. It's called the most important day of the year, which it is. It's very important, and it's coming up, I believe, September, October this year. I'll have to give you the correct dates. Also, I will do a video about the new Jewish year that's coming soon and what God is planning for this year. It is going to be amazing. I have, from a year ago, I made a video about it, about this year that we have passed already, or that we're going through. So it was a very interesting. And I believe for next year, for next Jewish year, it will be even more interesting, because every year something big is happening, something amazing, something that God is doing. And we as Christians, all we can do is pray and seek God. We know He's going to show us what to do. He will tell us what to do, and He will guide us into the right place. So hopefully you like this video. Let me know in the comments below if there was something more interesting that you wanted to hear, something more unique, something about, I know there will be a video about earthquakes coming up soon. I believe there will be a huge earthquake soon. I'm not sure if this year or next year, but I know it's coming. We still remember that God has said for California people, He did say, move by fall time. So if you live in California, you have to see God now, because there's only a few months left. So take care, my friends. Stay well, stay healthy and strong, and seek God's face.